These are the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
And this is National Breastfeeding Week, and we are actually in the 17th year of a week-long campaign, and its aims are to raise awareness of the health benefits of breastfeeding. And to tell me more, I've got Katie Lawson on the telephone. Katie's from Lancashire, I think, NHS. Is that right, Katie?
Yes, we're LCFT, Lancashire Care Foundation Trust, and you're right, we're celebrating Breastfeeding Week this week, and we're looking at the value of breastfeeding. The value of breastfeeding being the unique gift of breastfeeding and breast milk.
And, I mean, how important is the message to get over? I mean, in this day, this modern society, are more parents... Are they not breastfeeding? Is breastfeeding on the decline, and is it important? Explain to us the reasons why it is so important to breastfeed.
No, breastfeeding is on the increase. More and more parents and mothers are choosing to breastfeed their baby. Currently in Lancashire, over 70% of mums commence breastfeeding after birth, which is excellent, but obviously we're always looking to improve that. And we are learning more about breastfeeding, and that's why this campaign is very much looking at the value of breastfeeding. Historically, we've always discussed about the health benefits of breastfeeding, and now we're moving more towards the value of breastfeeding. So that's breastfeeding for food, a very valuable food source for baby, a food source that is made specifically to meet all the needs of that for that baby. We're looking at breastfeeding for protection. Breastfeeding protects not only baby against infections, allergies such as eczema and asthma, reduces the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes later on in life. Breastfeeding also protects mum. It protects mum against certain cancers such as ovarian and breast cancer, and strengthens mum's bones as well. So there's very positive protection and health outcomes. But also breastfeeding for comfort. Just the natural act of breastfeeding and being close to mum helps support baby's emotions. All that skin to skin with baby reduces the stress and that a baby can feel. So yes, we are very much this year looking at those conversations antenatally about the value of breastfeeding.
And there's quite a few things that you've said there that I think maybe people were not aware of, the issues that you said in helping the baby health-wise and also helping the mum health-wise. Do you think there is enough publicity out there as to the benefits of breastfeeding?
I do take your point there, and I think that if you're an antenatal mum, there's probably a lot of information, but I think there's a big piece of work to do with the wider community, because we know that to support breastfeeding, we have to be engaged with it, and we have to know the benefits, not only for that mum and baby, but for the wider community and the long-term health outcomes of our baby. And I think if we can get that, that information further afield than just antenatal women and pregnant women, then the support out and about for breastfeeding will be improved, because whilst we have women who want to start breastfeeding, and this is brilliant, continuing breastfeeding, breast milk is it's dose related. So the more breast milk a baby has, the longer a breast baby feeds for, the more positive the outcomes, the health outcomes for baby. So we want baby mums not just to start breastfeeding, but to continue breastfeeding. And one of the campaigns that we have in Lancashire is our breastfeeding out and about, breastfeeding friendly places. And this supports businesses, cafes, leisure centres, libraries to welcome breastfeeding and to support women to breastfeed within their premises.
And because you do from time to time read in the media about instances where it's been frowned upon to actually go into certain places and breastfeed, is that changing?
Well, surveys actually do show that the majority of people don't mind women breastfeeding in a public place, and the more it's done, the more normal it will become, and the more it will be less newsworthy, if you will.
Yeah. Is it right that breast milk changes in composition throughout the day with different levels of nutrients at different times?
Absolutely. Breast milk changes throughout the day, and breastfed babies really enjoy breastfeeding at night, and this is because our milk is higher in fat, and the hormone a mum needs to produce breast milk is higher at night. So actually, when our baby feeds regularly through the night, this is a very positive thing. This is what we want babies to do in those first few weeks, is go to that breast very frequently, especially at night.
And breast milk, I understand, is also the full nutrition that a baby requires for the first 6 months of life.
Absolutely, it's everything. It's the starter, main, pudding, dessert, everything. It's all that a baby needs for the first 6 months. But the World Health Organization recognizes that for physical and emotional well-being, offering a baby breast milk for up to 2 years and beyond is considered positive for a baby. But from 6 months onwards, we start to wean our baby onto solid foods, so fruit, vegetables, and moving on from there.
And I know in some parts of the country they have various events during the week to raise awareness. Is there anything happening locally, Katie?
Yes, this week in central Lancashire, we've got events going on every day. For today, between 10 and 12, Astley and Buckshaw Children's Centre, there's a party going on at the breastfeeding group. They are held there weekly. Tomorrow we have a stand at Ormskirk antenatal clinic where they're celebrating breastfeeding. The Button Children's Centre in Preston are celebrating on Thursday the 19th, that's this Thursday 1 till 3, and they're having a party. And in Leyland on Friday, Families and Babies, which is Central Lancashire's breastfeeding support volunteer group, are having a party at Huff Lane at their offices between 10 and 12. And our campaign gift to all antenatal parents this year, pregnant women, is a bag. They get a bag celebrating our logo, but also giving our Twitter feed, which is #BelievingInBreastfeeding, where we're celebrating the unique gift of breastfeeding every day and breast milk by a Twitter feed about the values that we've talked about today. That's comfort, protection and food.
Right. Just give us the tweet again there, Katie.
It's #BelievingInBreastfeeding, no spaces, and also #unique.
Lovely. Well, can I thank you for coming on to Chat City this morning? It's been lovely to talk to you.
Anytime.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Hugh, thanks very much.
Bye.
We hope you've enjoyed this interview as much as we have. Why not join our Chat City family and give us a tweet at ChatCityPFM. You're listening to the Chat City interviews on 103.2 Preston FM.